Hello and welcome to another episode of Genuine Healing Down Under with me, Marvin Schneider.
I'm me, Jen Ward. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Jen. Good to see you again. Thank you for joining us. Thanks to the listener for joining us. Today, we are showcasing another Genuine Healing Powerful private session. And this one is a pretty cool one. You're going to want to watch this one. It is a pet healing session with the cutest dachshund called, oddly enough, drum roll, Schneider.
Which is your last name.
Which is my last name for those that are living under a rock and don't follow Genuine Healing Down Under. I'm Marvin. That's Jen.
Mhm.
Together, Jen and Marvin are Jarvin.
Yep.
It's like Brangelina.
Well, no, they're broken up, so no, it's not like Brangelina no more.
Glad that you reminded me of that. I did not know.
Hmm.
All right. I actually know, of course I did know that. That's silly. All right, let's deal with the private session. By the way, we're going to have a bit of a showcasing conversation, me and Jen, about the private session. We are then going to jump into some highlights, which are just the outtakes. For those that don't have the time to watch the full private session, I really hope you do. There's a lot of individual healing that goes on just by watching it, don't you think, Jen?
Absolutely. It's a validation for people who are going through similar things.
Yes, and we are also obviously very grateful for all of your clients that reach out to you, book a private session, and then allow us to make that available to you, the listener, for your
Even,
own.
yep, even the little furry clients. We love them.
We do love them, and we love doing the pet healing sessions. So let's just have a quick conversation about the client and the situation. This is a little dachshund.
Yeah. He's so sweet. He was having a reaction because they were on vacation and they had spent a lot him and her, him and his mom and her longtime boyfriend. They didn't live together, but they had just came off of a vacation where they were together all the time, and then they had to go back to the real world, and he went into a fit of depression because he liked them being together all the time.
So there are a number of core issues that came in. One was the emotional trauma, and I think the abandonment thing, which you just kind of mentioned. But there was so other things that were coming out around anxiety and fear, and there was a really interesting past life connection that links all of the story together, which I think a lot of the listeners are going to be very interested in hearing about. So can you focus or talk to us about the past life of Schneider, which I remind the listener is the cutest dachshund you've ever seen.
Well, you don't want me to give away the
No, no,
juicy tidbits, do you?
no, that's what we're here to do.
Okay, so what's interesting is the mom, the dad, and little Schneider were all war buddies in a past lifetime together. Now, Schneider had got the worst of it in a past lifetime, and so he was so traumatized by what happened, he was terrified to come back in a human form, so he chose a cute little furry dog body. But he still wanted to be with both of them, and he was close to both the dad and the mom. And so when they were not in the same house together, he was having separation anxiety because he needed that love and reassurance from both of them.
Mm. I think that is the one of the more interesting past life stories that has emerged in a private session of yours for quite a while. And I think the listeners are going to be fascinated about this. So just think about this, the logistics of this. You have three war buddies that, they were clearly had a very close connection in one particular life and quite possibly not the only life. But anyway, this seems to be a bit of a pivotal life. Three war buddies. One decides that the experience of that was too much. He chooses to reincarnate in a dog body. And then imagine what the universe needs to conspire to bring all three of them together in the same incarnation?
Well, it's really easy for the universe. The problem is when humans get involved and they don't listen to, that gut feeling, that their inner compass, and they micromanage what's going on. See, here's an interesting thing you might not understand, is that lots of times couples who are really close, they don't have that passion. I'm not saying that about this couple, but couples who don't have that passion but really are drawn to be together have been war buddies in past lifetimes. So their first inclination isn't to be really passionate. The first inclination is to be everything to each other and to watch each other's back and to demonstrate a love in that way, which in a way is a higher form of love than the warm, fuzzy, passionate love.
Thank you for saying that and reminding us of that. I think you are spot on. We've done a number of workshops around soulmates and twin flames and various other versions of that. And I think one of the points that you make is that a lot of these, the true connected soulmate relationships is less about, the sex and the passion, and more about the connecting at a soul level for the purposes of assisting each half of that connected soul to realize their higher purpose.
Absolutely. So think of it, instead of a passion for the body, it's like a passion for living. And it's really funny being with you. We're technically newlyweds still. It's only been, but it feels like we've been together 100 years and stuff. And I feel the most, content in myself is when we're in sync. Like you work in the garden and I'm cutting up the vegetables, and it sounds so cliche, but that's when you feel like in sync with the universe, or I do.
What else do we want to say about this particular private session? I think we've done a pretty good summary showcasing of it.
So just the reminder that lots of times when people come to us because their poor little pet needs help, it's a war cry, no pun intended or pun intended, that it's a rallying cry for themselves and their relationships to get a little bit of tender love and care. Because it doesn't happen in a vacuum. If your pets are feeling anything, it is a reflection of what you're feeling. So to help them, you can help yourself.
You are going to want to watch, sorry, not you the listener.
I don't want to watch it. I've seen it.
You were there. You have to be there. So the listener is going to want to watch this one all the way through. But if you really can't, and we understand that some people just are a little bit busier than others, watch the takeouts. We've kind of compiled about 10, 15 minutes of highlighted moments. We just picked a few little segments from the entirety of the private session just to give you a teaser for it. But then at the end of that, we will be showcasing obviously the full private session. So definitely do avail yourself to that. I should say something. When I first met you, Jen, about 3 years ago, I had an instant, holy shit, this chick's the real deal kind of connection or reaction when I saw you being interviewed on another podcast. And one of the first things that I did is, when waiting to have my own private session with you, and I had to wait a month, I think it was about 6 weeks actually, you were so booked out at that point, I took the opportunity to listen in those days. They were only audio, about 300 of your private sessions, and there's a lot to be learned and gained by actually going through that process.
Yes, there's a lot to be gained in doing the sessions. With every single one, there's more and more layers that are revealed. So it's not like first of all, no two sessions are exactly the same. There's no blueprint for what I do, so it's not like it's from a script. And every single individual's Akashic records, their medical makeup, and their energy is all configured differently. So they're all like energetic snowflakes. They're not, no one two are close to ever being close to the same.
That's right. And that's why you'll do yourself a favor by watching as many of these private sessions as possible. Let's not talk too much more about this one. The real proof is in the pudding, so watch it for yourself. Thank you, Jen, for helping us put a little bit of a wrapping around the private session. Watch the takeouts, and then once they're done, there will be some chapter indicators in the YouTube stream on for the whole private session itself. So definitely go and do that as well. Thanks, Jen, for helping us showcase this session. Thanks to the listener for being with us. Please like, share, subscribe, and definitely share. The more you share these things, the more other people can get the benefit of the amazing healing work that's going on here as well and get their own private session. That's what it's all about. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I just want to reiterate that we're here to do the work, and each individual that does a session with me is a surrogate for humanity. So the more each individual with their own issues opens up to the healing, it opens up the consciousness of the collective. So
yeah. Quick promo as we wind down. There are 2 events that we have scheduled at the moment. One is an Akashic record reading event. That one is going to be an online Zoom event. I think we've got spaces for about 30 people. So jump in as quickly as you can. Jump onto the Jenuine Healing website, genuinehealing.com. It's on the bottom left of your screen, and book that. That one's coming up pretty soon, so you don't have a lot of time left. And the next one we've called Jumpstart Your Shadow Work. And that is going to be another online Zoom event for about 30 odd people. I think we're going to let into each one of those. You're going to want to book that one, jump in as quickly as possible. The places will fill out really quick.
yeah, can I just say one thing?
Mm-hmm.
The side benefit, besides getting help with your issues, is it's really easy for me to see people's past lives and their issues and the cause and effect of where they are right now. But the more people participate, the more they catch how I do it, so they can pick up these things as themselves. It's almost like learning to read another language or speak another language. You're learning from watching how I do it with others. It's really entertaining.
Well, it's both entertaining, but it's also you're learning. You're creating a skill in yourself for your own self-healing. Because the thing is, from what I've observed in watching, literally hundreds of your private sessions, is the work is ongoing. There's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of healing to be done. And because there are a lot of past lives, there's a lot of karma that needs to play out, stagnant energy that needs to be released and removed. So it is a bit of an ongoing journey. You do need to do the work. And the more that you can become skilled in identifying your own core issues, the easier it will be for you to use the SFT protocols for yourself and kickstart your own healing process.
Yes, and I have found that those who do a private session with me and participate more, they do have an edge. There's a definite edge in going deeper and easier into their own empowerment.
100%. All right. Thanks, Jen. Thanks to the listener. Please like, share, subscribe, as we said before. Comment, and look forward to catching you next time. And bye for now.
Bye for now, everyone. So I feel his emotion and everything. You need to preference everything as a positive.
Okay.
Like we were saying. Right now I'm releasing his stress. Now here's the funny thing that he's thinking. How many litter mates did he have?
He had 4.
Where was he in the order to leave?
He's the big guy, the alpha.
So he left first?
He didn't leave first, but he left second, I think.
Okay, so here's the thing he's thinking. He was the alpha, so he was the big deal on campus.
Yeah.
And he didn't prevent his sibling from being taken away.
Okay.
So he failed the litter.
Okay.
And now he thinks like he was taken away. Now
Okay.
he thinks that the others are just there having
Still
a good
there.
time without him. That's how they think.
Yeah.
Has he have ever had access to a dog park where other dogs?
I haven't let him off leash yet, but where I
No.
live, there's tons of dogs. So we do encounter dogs every day. Some of them he's afraid of because he's little. And usually I just pet them and show him they're okay, and he's okay
Yeah.
with them eventually.
It doesn't matter about that. What I want him to see is the dynamics that every
Okay.
dog has their people.
Okay.
So right now I'm telling him in energy that his siblings have their own people now. I felt some relief at his diaphragm.
Okay.
We release the anxiety in all moments.
We release the anxiety in all moments. We release the anxiety in all moments. We release the anxiety in all moments. We release the anxiety in all moments. We release the anxiety in all moments.
We release feeling like a failure in all moments.
We release feeling like a failure in all moments. We release feeling like a failure in all moments. We release feeling like a failure in all moments. We release feeling like a failure in all moments. We release feeling like a failure in all moments.
Now, this one might freak you out a little bit. Do you mind if I freak you out a little bit?
Nope, not at all.
Do you have any family members that have been in war
My brother is in the army.
now?
Yes.
So have you lost a relative?
We
Like-
lost a great uncle in the war.
Yes.
Bill, my great uncle Bill.
Did you know
Second
him?
World War. No, it was Second World War. That's the most recent.
Do this tap. We release the trauma of war in all moments.
We release the trauma of war in all moments. We release the trauma of war in all moments.
See the yawn?
Yep. We release the trauma of war in all moments. We release the trauma of war in all moments. We release the trauma of war in all moments.
My sense is he's battle fatigued. And he's taken a dog body to rest.
Wow.
And he
Really?
knows your family.
Wow.
Actually, it might even be your boyfriend's family. Has he ever?
Yes, he had like same generation. His mom's brothers all went to war.
What's his name again?
Schneider.
Schneider. Now let me teach you my dog prayer, and this is what you can say with him every day.
Okay.
It goes like this. I go, Schneider.
Schneider.
Aren't we so lucky?
Aren't we so lucky
to have enough to eat?
to have enough to eat?
Nobody's mean to us.
Nobody's mean to us.
Nobody tells us what to do.
Nobody tells us what to do.
We are safe.
We are safe.
We are cozy.
We are cozy.
We are loved.
We are loved.
We are important.
We are important.
And we have each other.
And we have each other.
So just repeat those things during the day because he will get it in energy. They see our images.
Yeah.
So when you do that, it will actually open his energy field because you're infusing gratitude into him.
Okay.
And gratitude literally, and I know how to use literally.
Yeah.
Gratitude literally opens your energy field.
Okay, yes.
And what shrinks it is the fear and regret. So I feel his emotion and everything. You need to preference everything as a positive
Okay.
like we were saying. Right now, I'm releasing his stress. Now, here's the funny thing that he's thinking. How many litter mates did he have?
He had 4.
Was where was he in the order to leave?
He's the big guy, the alpha.
So he left first?
He didn't leave first, but he left second, I think.
Okay, so here's the thing he's thinking. He was the alpha, so he was the big deal on campus.
Yeah.
And he didn't prevent his sibling from being taken away.
Okay.
So he failed the litter.
Okay.
And now he thinks like he was taken away.
Okay.
Now he thinks that the others are just there having
Still
a good
there.
time without him. That's how they think.
Yeah.
Does he have ever had access to a dog park where other dogs?
I haven't let him off leash yet, but where I
No.
live, there's tons of dogs. So we do encounter dogs every day. Some of them he's afraid of because he's little, and usually I just pet them and show him they're okay, and he's okay
Yeah.
with them eventually.
It doesn't matter about that. What I want him to see is the dynamics that every
Okay.
dog has their people.
Okay.
So right now I'm telling him in energy that his siblings have their own people now.
Okay.
There's a lot of sadness in him.
Yeah.
So it's that loss. Yeah. So I'm helping him release that loss. And I'm replacing it with the love of mommy and the cuddles. Now, here's the thing that you can do in short term for him.
Okay.
You need to get him some plushies that are.
Okay.
This one might be a little bit threatening for him because look at it's you know
Yeah.
it's a badass. You can tell that.
Yeah.
But it's confident too. So actually, you might want to get him a plushie like this or
Okay.
something that has an energy to it.
Okay.
They don't discern as much as we do between inanimate and animate. So if
Okay.
you get him a few of these, like
Okay.
they can be different breeds, and just it'll give him comfort, like he has the litter mates
Okay.
around him.
Okay. Yeah.
The sooner you can do that, the better.
Okay.
When you leave him,
Yeah.
where do you leave him?
I leave him in the kitchen with a couple gates up. I first tried putting him in a crate, and he went ballistic and was scratching and screaming to get out. So I thought he can't be confined in that small of a space. It just made him crazy. So trying to give him a bit more space, and it's the area where he gets his food, and there's good things that happen in that area.
The only thing is that it's open. So dogs don't understand doors. They don't understand human boundaries. So it being so open, he doesn't understand that no one can just come in and take him.
Right.
So he's stressed out that he has to protect all of this space. It's too much for him.
It's too much space.
Do you have a cozy bedroom?
I do. He gets into everything. I'm concerned that he's going to be chewing wires and doing things like that. So that's because he really does get into everything. At first, we were just sort of leaving him here and he'd be okay, but then not okay and also destructive. So I'm just trying to find that balance of what he needs and what's going to fit into the house, that he doesn't, destroy it.
So it's not about, it's I'm not looking at it as a safety thing for him in that way. I'm thinking of emotionally safe.
Of course.
So if it's a smaller room, even like a laundry room or something.
The kitchen's very small. It's only a galley kitchen. I can show you.
Yeah.
Here. You can see.
Okay.
Can you see that? So I just put a
Okay.
gate at this end, a gate at the other end, and it's the smallest room in my apartment. It's a one-bedroom apartment, so we don't have too much choice. Hi,
Okay.
buddy. Yeah, good
Can you
boy.
put something soft on the floor?
Yes.
Like
Yep.
that will help.
Would it
And then
help to put his nighttime crate in there or bed in there? Would
you
that
might
help?
you might find that the crate with the door open,
Yeah.
so he can go in there,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And put something over the crate so it's not open
Yeah.
like it's a cozy little cage.
Yes. Yeah.
And every time you talk about it, you talk about, oh, this is cozy. This is your
Yeah.
cozy bed.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Does he sleep with you or in the crate?
He sleeps in my bedroom in the crate with the door open,
Okay.
and he's fine with that.
Okay. So just preference it with the cozy and
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
And the gate that you put on,
Yeah.
you might want to put drape something over it so
Okay.
it feels more enclosed.
He has he'll rip at it and he gets really aggressive trying to get out. I finally figured out how to stop him from escaping because he escaped it the first few times. Yeah, it's
Okay, so that aggression is he's frustrated. He's trying to actually get back to his litter mates.
exactly.
So if you can pick him up for a minute and we'll do some taps with him.
Sure. Come here, Bubba. Good boy. Yeah. Here. Good boy. He's actually sort of napping.
That's okay. So do you ever do the taps that I?
Yeah.
3 on the
We've
head.
had a session before, you and me.
I'm sorry, I don't
No,
remember.
it was
everyone.
years ago. It's totally fine.
I'm sure it was just did the trick and you didn't need another one.
Exactly. Yeah.
So 3 on the head, one's on the top of his back and one's on the lower back.
So on his head.
On his head, on his
chest.
upper back.
Oh, his upper back.
And then his lower back.
Okay.
It works the same.
Okay, got it.
We release mourning our litter mates. And we release mourning our litter in all moments.
We release, sorry, I didn't hear, I didn't second.
Mourning.
Okay.
Our litter.
Okay. We release leaving our litter mates in all moments. We release mourning our litter mates in all moments. We release mourning our litter mates in all moments. We release mourning our litter mates in all moments. We release mourning our litter mates in all moments.
Too bad you can't. Is there any way you can sit back a little bit with
He's actually in between my legs. It's his favorite way of lying, so he's relaxed right now. Yeah. You want me to see him?
I want to see his reaction.
Okay, let me see.
If you could put it on him as we tap.
There. Can you see him? There.
Hi, baby. I felt some relief at his diaphragm.
Okay.
We release the anxiety in all moments.
We release the anxiety in all moments. We release the anxiety in all moments. We release the anxiety in all moments. We release the anxiety in all moments. We release the anxiety in all moments.
We release feeling like a failure in all moments.
We release feeling like a failure in all moments. We release feeling like a failure in all moments. We release feeling like a failure in all moments. We release feeling like a failure in all moments. We release feeling like a failure in all moments.
Now, this one might freak you out a little bit. Do you mind if I freak you out a little bit?
Nope, not at all.
Do you have any family members that have been in war?
My brother is in the army.
Now?
Yes.
So have you lost a relative?
We lost a great uncle in the war.
Yes.
Bill, my great uncle Bill.
Did you know him?
World War. No, it was Second World War. That's the most recent.
Do this tap. We release the trauma of war in all moments.
We release the trauma of war in all moments. We release the trauma of war in all moments.
See the yawn?
Yep. We release the trauma of war in all moments. We release the trauma of war in all moments. We release the trauma of war in all moments.
My sense is he's battle fatigued. And he's taken a dog body to rest.
Wow.
And he
Really?
knows your family.
Wow.
Actually, it might even be your boyfriend's family. Has he ever?
Uh, yes, he had like same generation. His mom's brothers all went to war.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and he's definitely connected to his daddy, right?
Yes. Very.
So it might be on that side.
Okay.
Okay. We release letting our buddies down in all moments.
We release letting our buddies down in all moments. We release letting our buddies down in all moments. We release letting our buddies down in all moments. We release letting our buddies down in all moments. We release letting our buddies down in all moments.
We release being in battle mode in all moments.
We release being in battle mode in all moments. We release being in battle mode in all moments. We release being in battle mode in all moments. We release being in battle mode in all moments. We release being in battle mode in all moments.
So when you get a chance, ask his daddy if there's someone that he lost that he had a relationship with.
I don't think he did. He did. Not someone
Okay.
that in recent, like during his lifetime, it would have been before he was born.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He
Okay.
just moved away from me.
So actually, so okay.
Okay.
Maybe I could see your face.
Okay.
See, they don't want to look at it.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's okay. So, so this sounds really surreal. Is how do I say this without sounding nutso?
Oh, don't worry about that, Jen.
Is that my sense is that he was maybe it wasn't a relative, but maybe he was in battle with your.
Okay.
So they were, yeah.
Okay.
And so all those triggers are coming up.
Okay.
And I'm not sure that you and him may not have been. You and your boyfriend
Yeah.
were in battle together. We're war buddies.
I know in my session, you had definitely seen me in, oh gosh, what's the word? I had been on a horse in battle and it went pretty badly. I'm trying to think of the actual war, like back in the,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. The Crusades is what it was. Yeah.
Okay, so this is more recent. This would be
Okay.
You can put it on your face. He's
Okay.
fine. I just wanted to see this. But I think we're onto something here where this is battle fatigue in him and
Okay.
everything. And when you leave the house,
Yeah.
he's afraid he's not going to see you.
Yeah.
So so I'm trying to figure out how to word it. He's afraid of losing you to battle.
Okay.
So do this tap on him or for him. We release losing our loved ones to battle in all moments.
We release losing our loved ones to battle in all moments. We release losing our loved ones to battle in all moments. We release losing our loved ones to battle in all moments. We release losing our loved ones to battle in all moments. We release losing our loved ones to battle in all moments.
So he's trying to stop you from doing that, huh?
He's teething too, yes.
Okay. So I feel that energy open up in the shoulders and arms. Try this one. It's horrific. We release being blown to bits in all moments.
We release being blown to bits in all moments. We release being blown to bits in all moments. We release being blown to bits in all moments. We release being blown to bits in all moments. We release being blown to bits in all moments.
Humans aren't meant to see and experience the things that they need to experience in war.
Yeah.
It's horrendous.
Yes.
And he has survivor's remorse.
Oh.
Do you know what that is?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay. We release. Is it called survivor's remorse?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Okay. We release survivor's remorse in all moments.
We release survivor's remorse in all moments. We release survivor's remorse in all moments. We release survivor's remorse in all moments. We release survivor's remorse in all moments. We release survivor's remorse in all moments.
We remove all engrams of war in all moments.
Of a war or of war?
Of war.
We release all engrams of war. We
remove.
We remove all engrams of war in all moments. We remove all engrams of war in all moments. We remove all engrams of war in all moments. We remove all engrams of war in all moments. We remove all engrams of war in all moments.
We release the guilt in all moments.
We release the we release the guilt in all moments. We release We release the guilt in all moments. We release the guilt in all moments. We release the guilt in all moments. We release the guilt in all moments.
Do you know about those thunder shirts they have for dogs?
No.
Oh,
Like anti-anxiety shirt?
Yeah, they're like really tight. You put them on during a thunderstorm.
Oh, interesting. He really hates wearing clothing, but I can try.
I wonder if they have them in just blankets.
Yeah, maybe.
But they're not like regular clothing because they're really tight, so they just like make them feel safe in their body.
Right.
They ground them.
Okay.
So I'm just tuning into him and feeling what he needs right now. It feels like just that truth of
I feel a sense of relief.
Yeah, like the truth of this is like it's not as deep, dirty secret anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that's a good thing is, what's his name again?
Schneider.
Schneider. Now, let me teach you my dog prayer, and this is what you can say with him every day.
Okay.
It goes like this. I go, Schneider.
Schneider.
Aren't we so lucky?
Aren't we so lucky
to have enough to eat?
To have enough to eat.
Nobody's mean to us.
Nobody's mean to us.
Nobody tells us what to do.
Nobody tells us what to do.
We are safe.
We are safe.
We are cozy.
We are cozy.
We are loved.
We are loved.
We are important.
We are important.
and we have each other.
And we have each other.
So just repeat those things during the day because he will get it in energy. They see our images.
Yeah.
So when you do that, it will actually open his energy field because
Okay.
you're infusing gratitude into him.
Okay.
And gratitude literally, and I know how to use literally,
Yeah.
gratitude literally opens your energy field.
Okay. Yes.
And what shrinks it is the fear and regret. So tab out, we release the fear and regret in all moments.
We release the fear and regret in all moments. We release the fear and regret in all moments. We release the fear and regret in all moments. We release the fear and regret in all moments. We release the fear and regret in all moments.
Oh, so there's a lack of closure because he lost so
Okay.
many people from them dying.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm trying to figure out how to word that for him. We gift Schneider with a sense of closure in all moments.
We gift Schneider with a sense of closure in all moments. We gift Schneider with a sense of closure in all moments. We gift Schneider with a sense of closure in all moments. We gift Schneider with a sense of closure in all moments. We gift Schneider with a sense of closure in all moments.
We close the door to the past in all moments.
We close the door to the past in all moments. We close the door to the past in all moments. We close the door to the past in all moments. We close the door to the past in all moments. We close the door to the past in all moments.
Good. Do you know why you're getting emotional?
Because I need to close the door to the
Mhm.
past.
And,
Yeah.
and you're actually releasing it for him. So he actually is bringing up these traumas for you so that you can release them for yourself. That's what our pets do for us.
Yes.
So it wouldn't be a bad idea if you did a session in the future for yourself again.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you want to bring in your partner,
Yeah.
you both could do that together. Actually, you could do it as a family if you want to.
That's nice. Yeah.
And, yeah, my sense is he's helping you. He's come here. See the yawns?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He did what he
Energy
could.
release. Yeah. You're a good boy.
Yep. Good job, Schneider. Good job. I know what a burden that name is.
His dad named him, and then I didn't really look up what it meant until after just, the literal translation is to cut. It's,
Ooh.
yeah, to cut. It's like something they would call a tailor.
Lift the camera up a little bit so I can see your face more. See your nose. So it's interesting because Marvin and I are cutting through a lot of the apathy in the world through our work. So it like makes sense that Schneider means to cut.
Yeah.
And actually, it probably means to cut through the pain in this case.
Yeah, very true.
And so both of you on both sides have a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Do you feel a release in yourself as well?
I do.
You know what the miracle of this is? It's 3 a.m. right here. And when you messaged me, it was like just an hour and a half ago, and I just woke up
Wide awake.
wide awake and sure, let's.
Amazing. I'm so happy we're able to do it today.
Yeah, when it comes to a pet, I'm such a softie. I can't stand seeing them suffer any longer than they could. Get him some plushies.
Okay, yes.
And do those things. and you should teach your partner, Martin,
Yeah.
how to do the taps
Okay.
and tell him about the past life connection
Okay.
and how I think that Martin was his relatives that died before he was born in war. So he came right back
Oh, I see.
and
Okay.
perhaps maybe you did as well. And that's part of your bonds is you understand, you know, there's something about serving together in that instance. I act like I know, don't know from this lifetime, but I do know.
You do know.
It's such a sacred space.
Yeah.
It's beyond love. It's a nothingness. It's trust and integrity that no one else can, and that's true love.
Yeah.
This bullshit emotional stuff that people, you understand the difference.
Yeah.
That sacredness, if you got nothing else from being at war, it was to seat you into that love. That's the highest love, is that
Yeah.
sacred integrity and trust.
Yeah.
So turn it into a win-win.
Yeah. 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 Absolutely.
Yeah, take that deep breath.
Yes.
So let me give you one tap because
Okay.
I can feel it in your stomach. We release the pain and guilt of war in all moments.
We release the pain and guilt of war in all moments. We release the pain and guilt of war in all moments. We release the pain and guilt of war in all moments. We release the pain and guilt of war in all moments. We release the pain and guilt of war in all moments.
So, I know you, but I don't know you, right?
Yeah.
But listen, this is a core issue with you. And see if I'm right.
Okay.
We release the need to fix it in all moments.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. We release the need to fix it in all moments. We release the need to fix it in all moments. We release the need to fix it in all moments. We release the need to fix it in all moments. We release the need to fix it in all moments.
Did you get chills around your head when you did that?
Yeah.
So my sense is you got a traumatic brain injury from war.
Okay. It's funny because I was born with a big dent on the back of my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. So I'm trying to figure out how to word it. It's just not about the traumatic brain injury, but it's about we release the trauma to the brain. We release the trauma to the head in all moments.
We release the trauma to the head in all moments. We release the trauma to the head in all moments. We release the trauma to the head in all moments. We release the trauma to the head in all moments. We release the trauma to the head in all moments.
So in that lifetime, I think you know how you keep wanting to do all the time? Like you can't, we release being, and this is a horrible term, but in that time, this is what it was called. We release being a vegetable in all moments.
We release being a vegetable in all moments. We release being a vegetable in all moments. We release being a vegetable in all moments. We release being a vegetable in all moments. We release being a vegetable in all moments. So I was a vegetable in a lifetime because of the brain injury.
Yes.
And
So
now I just have to always be taking care of stuff and doing stuff.
right. So this is what happened. It's like after you were such a doer because you were like male energy of battle, and then after the brain injury, your brain kind of rewired, and the mind took over to do in the mind. It kind of wired your brain your brain circuits a little bit to always be doing in the mental.
Yes, that's me.
So we need to calm that down for you. That's
Yeah.
you're in your own private hell.
Sometimes. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
better than it used to be, but yeah,
I know.
I can
But
be.
we remove us, and what happens is people who were in a Catholic or a Christian, I know that when you're in a religion, you you go to a place, you create your afterlife for yourself. You
Right. Yeah.
created this hell for yourself.
Hmm.
So you're still in there in your brain.
Right.
Watch this one. We
Okay.
remove ourselves from hell in all moments.
We remove ourselves from hell in all moments. We remove ourselves from hell in all moments. We remove ourselves from hell in all moments. We remove ourselves from hell in all moments. We remove ourselves from hell in all moments. I remember you have a protocol on your site about hell, and I did it, and I bawled the whole time. This was a couple years ago. It was really impactful, that one for
Good.
me. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the protocol is helping so many people.
It
I mean,
is.
I'm as surprised as anyone. I just
Yeah.
didn't. So it's wonderful.
It
People
is.
don't really get back to me. They only
Right.
get back to me when they
Yeah.
need me.
I know what you mean, because I'm a singer and a musician, and so I put out my art and then I don't hear anything back, and then maybe 3 years later someone will say that song meant so much to me. I was shocked, like, oh really? I didn't even know anyone was listening to it.
Right. Isn't that? We release being isolated in all moments.
We release being isolated in all moments. We release being isolated in all moments. We release being isolated in all moments. We release being isolated in all moments. We release being isolated in all moments.
So isn't this interesting? You called on me because your dog couldn't be separate from you, right? My sense is your baby puppy knows that you need him. So he doesn't want to separate from you because he knows you don't like being alone, and he's the only one who can help you.
Right. And it's funny because, like, I do enjoy being alone to a certain extent because I'm really used to it, and it's easier than being with people sometimes. And getting this dog was a real kind of spur of the moment decision, even though it was something I'd wanted forever. The actual action of getting him happened really fast, and then when I got him, I was like, holy shit, like, what have I done? Because my alone time is gone now. There's no alone time, but I'm realizing that's not what I wanted anyway.
Right. It's different with a pet because it's different than being alone. It's like you have companionship in the aloneness.
Right. Yeah.
And he's not taking away your aloneness, he's sharing it with you.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. Um, we release pouring our burdens onto Schneider in all moments.
We release pouring our burdens onto Schneider in all moments. We release pouring our burdens onto Schneider in all moments. We release pouring our burdens onto Schneider in all moments. We release pouring our burdens onto Schneider in all moments. We release pouring our burdens onto Schneider in all moments.
Do you feel the chills in the back of the head and the occipital flow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
We remove all our burdens, meaning yours and Schneider's, and even your partner's.
Yeah.
We remove all our burdens in all moments. We remove all the burdens, don't own them. We remove all the burdens in all moments.
We remove all the burdens in all moments. We remove all the burdens in all moments. We remove all the burdens in all moments. We remove all the burdens in all moments. We remove all the burdens in all moments.
So I'm getting a sense, I don't know if it was you or your partner or Schneider in a past life. I'm sensing a lack of use of the legs because the energy just came back in the legs like yeah. We release being paralyzed in all moments.
We release being paralyzed in all moments. We release being paralyzed in all moments. We release being paralyzed in all moments. We release being paralyzed in all moments. We release being paralyzed in all moments.
Do you feel the energy in your feet open up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously, this emergency dog session is just a precursor for you
Yeah.
and your partner to do some work, right?
Yeah.
So we are happy, safe. We are healthy, happy, safe, and free in all moments.
We are happy, healthy, safe, and free in all moments. We are happy, healthy, safe, and free in all moments. We are happy, healthy, safe, and free in all moments. We are happy, healthy, safe, and free in all moments. We are happy, healthy, safe, and free in all moments.
You know what I'm seeing?
What?
I'm seeing boot camp. I'm seeing you hate this. We release the trauma of boot camp in all moments.
We release the trauma of boot camp in all moments. We release the trauma of boot camp in all moments. We release the trauma of boot camp in all moments. We release the trauma of boot camp in all moments. We release the trauma of boot camp in all moments.
Sensitive people should not be forced into war. It's just cruel, and it's just this cruelty that's done to humanity.
Yeah.
And the SFT tapping protocol is a great way for sensitive people to get their environment back. Are you comfortable with me sharing this to help other people?
Maybe just audio.
Well, it wouldn't be on. We don't have to put it on YouTube, but it would be in
On your site?
on the new branding Jarvin Media site.
Okay.
That's okay with you?
Yeah, that's okay.
That would be awesome because so many people need this, and I'm really proud of you for actually. I know it's not comfortable for you to reach out for this kind of help, and that's what people need to understand. They're not going to find relief in the conventional ways because convention has done this.
Yeah. And that's what I felt about the dog too, like, because everyone's, like giving me advice on how, and I just felt it's deeper than this. It's deeper than a 5-minute training session every day. Like, that's just not going to cut it.
Training will not work with him because of the conditioning of boot camp.
He's so sensitive and so smart. And he came in already knowing things. He already knew how to fetch, drop it. Nobody told him. So it makes sense that perhaps he is a human taking a rest in a dog's body because he's ridiculously smart and intuitive.
And the reason he already knows those things is because he doesn't want someone to tell him what to do.
Same with me.
Yeah, exactly. He is a reflection of you.